My name is Jennifer, I'm 68 years old, and 3 weeks before my only son's wedding, he looked me straight in the eyes, the same eyes I stayed awake thousands of nights for, and said, "Mom, you can't come to the wedding. Melissa doesn't want you there. It's final." And that moment right there, that's when something inside me snapped. Not out of rage. Not out of bitterness. But out of a painful, chilling clarity. I raised a son who didn't think his mother deserved a seat at his happiness. But he forgot one thing: I didn't survive life this long to be humiliated quietly. So, I planned something he and his precious Melissa will never forget. And now, I'm going to tell you exactly what I did. I had always imagined that when my son, Andrew, finally got married, I'd help him adjust his tie, kiss his forehead, cry into a handkerchief like the dramatic old woman I am, and watch him walk into a beautiful future. But instead, I sat at my kitchen table, staring at my chipped mug, as my child, the same boy who once couldn't sleep unless I checked the closet for monsters, delivered his verdict: "Melissa thinks you're too critical. She wants the wedding peaceful. It's her day. I have to respect that." Critical? Me? All I did, I whispered, was ask if you two had considered saving money instead of spending $40,000 on a one-day event. Apparently, that made me controlling. But the real reason? Oh, I found that out later. At that moment, I felt my heart twist painfully. I held the edge of the counter to steady myself. "Andrew," I said, "I'm your mother." He exhaled sharply. "Mom, please don't make this harder. If you come, Melissa will be upset. I want my wedding to be about love, not drama." "Love? So excluding your own mother is love?" He hugged me briefly, already stepping away, and left. He didn't even have the decency to stay for tea. You see, Melissa, his fiancée, never liked me. Not because I'm difficult. Not because I'm judgmental. And definitely not because I'm out of touch, as she once implied. No. She disliked me for one simple, predictable reason: money. After my husband died, he left me the house, some land, and a decent savings account. And Melissa assumed, loudly, that Andrew would inherit it all. "It's only logical," she had said once, smiling with teeth too white to be real. "Andrew is the only child, after all. So everything will be his someday. Right, Jennifer?" I remember raising one eyebrow. I never gave her the confirmation she wanted. And that uncertainty bothered her more than anything. The silence in my house felt heavier. I didn't cry, not at first. Shock has a way of protecting you from the full damage. But at night, when I turned off the lights, that's when the hurt seeped in like cold water. How could my son choose a woman he'd known for 3 years over the mother who raised him alone after his father's accident? How could he listen to her claim I'd be a negative presence? Negative? I was the one who taught him how to tie his shoes, for God's sake. I baked him homemade bread through every school exam week. I sat through every doctor's appointment. I went to his soccer games even when he sat on the bench the whole season. And yet, I was uninvited. And the worst part? He didn't look guilty. Not even a little. He looked relieved. About a week before the wedding, I went to the grocery store to buy flour. That's when I ran into Cindy, Melissa's cousin. She froze when she saw me, and in that moment, I knew she knew about the uninviting. I forced a smile. "Hello, dear." She chewed her lip, glanced around, then whispered, "Jennifer. I'm so sorry about everything. You didn't deserve that." I felt my jaw tighten. What exactly did Melissa tell everyone? She swallowed. "She told the bridal party that you were trying to take control of the wedding. And that you threatened not to give them your future inheritance if the wedding wasn't done your way." I stared at her, stunned. "Inheritance?" I repeated. I almost laughed. Melissa had twisted my simple suggestion, about budgeting, into some manipulative threat. I shook my head. "Is that what Andrew believes too?" Cindy sighed. "I think he's choosing peace." Melissa cries anytime he brings you up. Cries. Manipulates, more like it. And there's more, Cindy said softly. She told her friends she wants you away from the wedding photos because she wants them to look perfect. Meaning not containing a 68-year-old woman with wrinkles and thinning gray hair. That was it. That was the moment a very quiet, very calm fury settled inside me. They wanted a wedding without me? Fine. They wanted pictures without me? Fine. But they would regret humiliating me. I didn't plan explosive revenge. I didn't want to ruin their wedding day by showing up uninvited. That would only make me look desperate and pathetic. No. My revenge would be slow, elegant, and unforgettable. The kind of revenge you tell your grandchildren about one day. Hey, race how it started. Yes, I have a lawyer. I'm old, not naive. I asked him to update my will. My inheritance. My house. My land. My money. We rewrote everything. Absolutely everything. And no, I didn't cut Andrew off entirely. But I made sure that what he would receive would require something Melissa hated more than anything. Effort. Respect. And involvement. We created a trust with extremely clear conditions. If Andrew wanted anything after my death, anything, he would need to personally maintain contact with me, visit twice a month. Show proof of care, attend family events. And treat me with dignity if he failed? Everything, and I mean everything, would go to a charity for widows and single mothers. My lawyer asked. Are you sure about this, Jennifer? You're being very firm. I've been firm before, I replied. But rarely with people who needed it this much. I posted on Facebook, the one place the whole family would see, a very simple message: I wish Andrew and Melissa a lifetime of happiness. Unfortunately, I will not be attending the wedding, as I want to honor their request for a peaceful celebration. Not a drop of bitterness. Just dignity. By morning, my inbox was overflowing with messages. What happened? Why would they uninvite you? Are you okay, Jennifer? This is wrong. Call me. Family outrage? Check. Suspense created? Double check. Melissa wanted the uninviting to be quiet. Now it wasn't. I didn't attend the ceremony. I didn't ruin their big entrance. I didn't stand outside like a dramatic soap opera character. No. I stayed home. Wore my favorite robe. Made tea. Lit a candle. Let the quiet settle around me like armor. At 8:47 p.m., though, I made one tiny move. I sent Andrew a message. A mother's love should not be conditional. Yours apparently is. Regardless. I hope today brought you joy. When you're ready to talk like the son I raised, my door is open. I didn't mention the will. Not yet. Let him enjoy his wedding night. The consequences would come later. 3 days after the wedding, my phone rang around 7 a.m. Andrew. His voice was tight. Mom. Why did you post that on Facebook? Everyone kept asking Melissa what happened. She cried all night. Oh, she cried, poor thing. I posted the truth, I said calmly. You didn't want me there. That's all. He groaned. You made us look bad. No, I corrected. You made you look bad. I simply confirmed it. There was silence. Then he said something that made my blood run cold. Melissa thinks. Maybe we should take a break from you for a while. Until things settle down. A break. From his own mother. I closed my eyes. All right, I said quietly. I'll give you the space you want. He sounded relieved. Relieved. He had no idea what was coming. My lawyer mailed the official estate documents to Andrew. I didn't warn him. At 10:14 p.m. that evening, he stormed into my house without knocking. What is this? He yelled, slamming the envelope onto my table. I didn't flinch. It's my will. You're making me earn my inheritance? He demanded. No, I said calmly. I'm asking you to participate in my life. Melissa had followed him inside. Her face was red with fury. You're punishing us. I met her gaze. No. I'm setting boundaries. You wanted space from me. Now you have it. And the legal consequences that come with it. Andrew blinked rapidly. You're choosing money over your son? That stung. But I refused to waver. No, Andrew. I'm choosing dignity over mistreatment. Melissa's eyes narrowed. This is manipulation. Ah. There it was. I smiled. Funny. That's what you accused me of before the wedding. Except back then, I wasn't doing anything. Now? I'm simply protecting what I built. Andrew sank into a chair. His voice cracked. Mom. I didn't think it would go this far, neither did I replied. But here we are. Melissa hissed, you can't do this. Andrew deserves everything. He deserves what he works for, I said. And what he respects. And right now. He respects your feelings more than mine. Silence. Heavy. Humiliating. Real. For the first time, Andrew truly saw what he had done. And Melissa saw that her golden inheritance had turned into smoke. The next week, Andrew came alone to my house. He stood awkwardly at the doorway. Mom, he whispered, can I come in? I nodded. He cried, genuinely cried, as he apologized. He told me how overwhelmed had been. How Melissa pushed him. How he thought uninviting me would avoid conflict. But instead, it created the biggest one of all. I miss you, he said, voice shaking. I don't want to lose you. And for the first time, I believed him. But I also knew something else. If Melissa controlled him before the wedding, she'd try again after. So I set a condition, a simple one. Counseling. Both of you. With a neutral therapist. His shoulders slumped in relief. Okay. I'll do it. Melissa fought it. Oh, she hated the idea. But Andrew insisted. Finally, she agreed. And counseling did something no one expected. It showed Andrew how manipulative she's been. And it showed Melissa that I wasn't going to be controlled. Revenge isn't always dramatic. Sometimes, real revenge is holding firm, maintaining dignity. Letting them face the consequences of their choices and forcing growth they never asked for. Andrew eventually rebuilt our relationship, slowly, painfully, sincerely. Melissa learned boundaries the hard way. And me? I regained my self-respect. So yes. My son uninvited me from his wedding. Yes, he let his fiancée humiliate me. Yes, it broke my heart in ways I didn't think a heart could break at 68. But hey, race, what life taught me, you cannot let people, even your own children, decide your worth. If someone disrespects you, you don't beg for space in their life. You open the door and let them feel the emptiness they created. And when they come back, if they come back, they return with humility they learned the hard way. My name is Jennifer, I'm 68, and I didn't ruin my son's wedding. I did something far better. I reclaimed my dignity. And made sure no one ever tries to take it again.